I got this. Look at him. 4 arms and he looks like a Jar Jar. He's not that smart. I got this. Hey, you just keep your hands off him, and I mean all your hands. Even any hidden hands. There, I think that makes me the winner. Hey, calm down, buddy. I don't cheat. Who's the one with 4 sleeves? Not me. Hey, don't point those 4 arms at me, pal. Right, I think we need to work on the enemy artificial intelligence. After the intro. Hey guys, I'm Pascal from Orange Pixel and welcome to a new video. We're gonna talk about space grunts again today. I came back from a short vacation as mentioned last week, and that meant this week as I record this I only had about 2 days of work on the game. Getting into the flow, it's great to be able to work on the game again, but it's also very hard to concentrate, focus and get back into it. But I managed to do 2 things that are very important and something I already had on my mind before the vacation. So we're going to talk about those 2 things, and we're going to talk about early access. So those are the 3 topics for this week's video. Let's start with the first topic, artificial intelligence. Alright, so when you encounter an alien, there's a card battle mechanic. And if you didn't know that, you should watch previous devlogs, as I've been talking about it quite a lot. There's a card battle mechanic. So anyway, you encounter an alien. If you step onto his square, you're the one who's provoking him. So you get to play the first card. And if he attacks you, he gets to play the first card. What happened up to this point was that the alien basically thought, well, if I'm attacking you, I'm going to play an attack card. If I'm not attacking you, I'm either going to play an attack card based on how aggressive I am, or I'm going to do nothing. Which were basically the only options they had. And sometimes they would shield themselves or defend themselves, but there's a very small chance of that. So there wasn't much intelligence in that area, and that has completely changed because I gave them more options and more code to handle all that stuff. Now that doesn't mean the aliens are certainly extremely intelligent, because most games don't have very intelligent enemies, because that's just not fun to play. You want aliens or enemies that at least seem to be smart while they are still checking a bunch of numbers and basing it on that. So what happens now is that they have more than just an attack or defense weapon. They have an actual collection of items they can use, and those items are the same that the player has in most cases. Of course, little creatures like the little pink baby gun creature, it doesn't carry weapons or shields, so it can only bite. It doesn't have medikits and things like that, so that's still very easy battle. But space pirates or scavengers or creatures more humanoid, they will carry a lot of different weapons. They will have health kits, they will have various shield types or regeneration items and things like that. They will have a bigger arsenal of cards they can use to play against you, and that makes battles a lot more interesting. Actually, after I did the code, my first battle I lost because I gave all these creatures the big health kit in their arsenal of cards, and when they got low on health, or if they got 50% health or less, they would use their big medikit and pretty much restore their health, and I didn't have a weapon that could really kill them in one shot. So it was a very long battle with me losing all my cards and them doing damage to me, and I lost it. So it still needs tweaking, but it does mean there is a much more interesting card battle mechanic going on right now. I just need to make sure it doesn't take hours to do a single card battle, because I still want this game to be fast, and I also don't want to lose every fight because they're too good. So there's a lot of balancing and tweaking going on, and there's still a bunch of extra code I want to add. So they also should be able to check if I'm low on health as a player, and then they could decide to take a finishing shot instead of healing themselves. So things like that will be thrown in the mix as we create this code for the artificial intelligence. Right, and that's in, but I also redid the card rendering system again and again and again. Anyway, the way it worked before my vacation was that every card was drawn in different steps. So it would first draw the background of the card, and it would add the title bar, it would add the name, it would add the icon, it would add information, it would add the stats, and then it was done drawing, which is fine, and it works pretty much. It's actually a normal way to do things. But it also means I can't easily rotate the card or resize the card or whatever. Those things aren't possible. So I need to do it differently. So how it works now is that every card has like a little piece of paper, its own little piece of paper, and it will draw itself on that piece of paper. So the background, the title bar, the icon, the stats, and the information, and then it has this little piece of paper. And when I want the card on the screen, I'll just have to use this piece of paper and draw it on the screen. And in that way I can rotate the piece of paper, I can resize the piece of paper and do a lot of stuff with it, as it's just one little tiny piece of paper, which is a lot easier than having to scale and rotate all the elements on the piece of paper. I hope you're still following this. Trust me, in the end it just means I can do a lot more effects with the cards, and I can make it more visually entertaining and more polished looking, and that's really the point of all this, because we're nearing early access, and that's actually topic number 3 of the video. Alright, early access. 24th of September is still going to be the early access date, which, if this video goes live on the 18th, yeah, that's actually next Tuesday. So as you're watching this video, it's already live if you're very late watching this video, or the game will be available early access on Steam on Tuesday. And why am I doing early access? Pretty much because I need more feedback from other people. I need more players, I need more people telling me what they think about the game, and this is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. People who are interested in Space Grunts 1 and are interested in this one, early access is gonna be for you. It's gonna be also cheaper, so the price will go up as we near a release version, but this is gonna be cheaper, so it's an easy and cheap way for well, the core fans of the game to get this new sequel and check it out, try it out, give me feedback, hang out in the Discord, and talk about the game, give me ideas, tell me what you think. Because as a game developer, you often play the game, but you often play a very tiny bit of the game. Every time I start up the game, it's usually to figure out if something is working, or if I fixed a certain bug, or if I'm just gonna do a long play session. It's usually gonna be me pausing the game every time because I ran into something new, so I had to write it down, or I'm actually diving into the code to fix the bug immediately and then restart, and then there's no real play sessions that I do. So every time I boot up the game, it's just going to be these 1 or 2 levels and not much else, and or I actually skip the first couple of levels just to try out something in later levels. So as a game developer, it's actually very hard to just have a clear vision of your own game and a clear view and see what needs changing and see what isn't clear, or where there's more information required for the player, or things like that. Right, just a minute. I forgot to mention why I'm also doing early access instead of doing a free beta version. Basically, my idea is that people who buy into an early access are more invested in the game because they are literally investing in the game. So they are more likely to give me feedback, to give me information on the game, and run into bugs. They will tell me. If they don't like it, they will tell me. If they do like it, they will tell me. And people who play a free beta are usually just there for the beta, and maybe a handful of people will give you feedback, but most of them will just play, hey, a free game, we're gonna play it and then move on. So that's why I'm doing early access for this game. I actually want people to give me feedback and want to be invested in the game as well by buying it, even at a discount, even at a low price. You're buying it, you're paying for it, so you're probably more likely to tell me what's wrong with the game or what could be better, or your ideas and thoughts and things like that. So I just wanted to add it, and now we'll continue the video. So that's why I'm gonna do early access next week, and of course gonna get a lot more content after next week, because there's still a bunch of things I want to add, new creatures, new aliens, new items, new cards, and things and features, and there's a bunch of stuff I want to add, and it's just gonna be great to have other people play the game as well. And you're gonna have like weekly updates if you have an early access, so every week there will be new stuff, there will be things fixed, there will be changes, content added, and things like that. So that's really the plan for next week. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and add some comments below what you think about all these changes in the game, and if you're looking forward to playing the game, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. A lot of stuff needed to do a little intro like that. Also a lot of time. Most of my Saturday was wasted doing the very little intro at the beginning of the video, but I enjoy doing these things, so I hope you enjoyed it as well. Rest of the video took me like an hour yesterday, so this is just fun for me. See you guys next week. Bye.